Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll learn about how to draw realistic mouth, and we're working with 8B grade and a few suppliers. I will explain everything about the suppliers that we're using on this tutorial. Let's start the lesson to don't waste too much time. As you can see, I have again resharpened the pencil on sandpaper so I can use as a needle or mechanical pencil. Always when I start to draw a mouth, as you can see, I'm not drawing the outline of the mouth. Even if I can, I'm not doing that. I'm going on an outline which is in the middle of the mouth. For the first outline, I'm going very light. And I'm imitating the photo, the reference photo, to design it. Right, I have already the outline. Now I need to come in with dark tone. This way to draw is more easy because now the dark tone we do with 8B grade by small circle emotions. I'm starting from the corner of the mouth, and as you can see, because I just resharpened the pencil on a sandpaper, I have very good sharp part of the top side of the pencil. Today technique will be blending stump and soft makeup brush and dry makeup brush technique. As you can see, slowly we're moving and we're adding the dark tone. To the end of the mouth, again we do shadow, which is in the corner of each side. Adding these small parts of the shadows, we can come in with a dark tone in the middle of the mouth, step by step. I'm checking for the grade or the tone of the skin, and I'm just grow slowly the shadow. Hopefully you're happy, guys. It's quite close enough for you. The cam I set very good closer so you can see all necessary details. Remember, I forgot to mention, I just started on different part of the drawing, so I have again blank paper to protect my drawing. If you remember, I worked these lessons on Canson Bristol paper A3 size using 8B grade from Faber-Castell. Again, in the middle of the mouth, we have to deal with shadows, which is the dark tone. I'm coming by circle emotions to grow again the shadow. You will see if we do this, repeating the layers, it will be more easy to add the highlights to design the lip. I'm checking for the dark tone in the corner of both sides of the mouth. And if I'm happy with the design, I start to blend. Now I'm adding a few details before to blend, like expressive lines. To make the shape of the lip. Remember always when you draw the lip, the mouth, from half part of the mouth, the line are going to the left a little bit. Just bend the line to the left. If you change the position after the second part, you need to put the line to the right. Always make sure you're doing this to go close to the reference photo. Now I just build light the shape and the design of the lip. I need to do this so I know how to go with the lines to the top side. First we draw the top side, which is lighter. Always the top lip is lighter. Any picture you draw, you will know the top side lip is lighter and the bottom one is dark. Of course this depends on the highlights where they're coming. Don't be afraid to use the pencil as dark tone you have to draw. As you can see, I just repeat the layers and I'm going close to the reference photo. As you can see, I have the outline, which is the most important thing for us. I'm coming with light soft shade. And I'm using soft makeup brush for the first time. In this way, as you can see, I can add the gradient in the corner of the mouth. Because I need to shadow the top side lip, I'm coming by small circular motions using the same brush. As you can see, they become blurred and realistic. Because I need darker tone, same as on the right, I'm coming with more layers to respect the reference photo. This also make our expression, guys. Of course, if you smile at the picture, the mouth should be on the top side, both corners. If you stay relaxed like this picture, the mouth should be perfect lined with just a few curved lines. I'm coming again with soft makeup brush to smooth the corner of the mouth and build a gradient. How to build a gradient? I'm taking, as you can see, graphite from the dark tone and I'm pushing into the lighter area. Now, because I'm happy with this outline in the middle of the mouth, I'm adding dry hard brush to smooth the middle line. We need to do this as well. Become darker and smooth. Don't worry, nothing happened with the mouth. You just smooth exactly in the middle on the line. We're going further. With small circular motions, we build the lines and the shadows. Of course, we need to find out the middle part of the lips. And I'm going with lines which define our lip. As you can see, the position of the pencil is always bent when I do even the details, so I can have better control of the pencil. If I'm happy with the outlining, for the details, I'm adding a bit pressure for the second layer over the lines. That means if I'm coming with the layers over light, I will not break this design. The bottom lip is highlighted part. That one we need to learn how to add highlights on the lip. And the way to do is same as I did on the skin. If you see here, we're working gently with each part with necessary suppliers. I'm coming with the description and the way to work with the suppliers for everything. If I'm happy with the line, I'm coming with blending stone, this time number 1, because I'm working with small parts, small lines. And I blend the lines. How to blend? Starting from dark tone, and I push on the top side into the lighter area on the page. Actually, always when I blend, guys, I'm working like this, pushing the graphite from dark tone to light. If you observe when I do colored pencils portrait or animals portrait as well, I use the same technique from dark to light. But when I color the layers, I change the way and I'm going from light to dark. I have the perfect line that define our design of the lip. Now with small circular motions, I'm coming to design the shadow for the lip. Why I'm going with small circular motions, if you remember, is the closest way to draw a skin. Wherever you're drawing, ears, mouth or face, try to learn this technique by small circle motions. You will see how close with the skin you're going. Of course, we learn how to respect the shadows. As you can see, if I have darker tone, I just insist on that place. I'm happy with this part. I'm going further for the second part. Don't forget, we have erasers to work for the highlights. So the eraser will be the most important supplier to erase for highlighting. Noroki bira. I'm so happy to be here with you guys so I can teaching you all my way to work. If you want to become artist like me and if you love to draw, don't forget to come in live drawing. Since we're doing this, you can upgrade and change your way of the drawing by my way and techniques and tips. As you can see, I have loads of tips. They can make the work more easier. I'm happy with the design. Now everything will do soft makeup brush or blending stump. I'm going this time with blending stump and I change the number on number 2. From the bottom, I just push the graphite to the top side of the lip. As you can see, the lines are still there. Become a little bit less visible, but they're still there, which is good. And is very helpful for the outlines, for the highlights, sorry. So remember guys, when you draw realistic mouth, never draw the outline on the lips, on the top side and on the bottom as well, because doesn't help, is only broke your drawing. Try to push the graphite from dark tone to light as I do now, and you will see how important details you can make your drawing looking and the lip. Now we focus on the lip and also a little bit on the skin part. If I'm happy with this, I change the way and I'm going crossover with blending stone. Why? To mix the graphite and build a few squares. If you're not happy with the shapes and the design, you can use eraser to rebuild it. But if you try to learn to do this, look at that, how nice mouth you can do, and even highlighted. As you can see, I have a few lines made already, and if I'm coming with these light layers over, everything look normal. Now I'm using Tombow Mono Zero eraser just to add the perfect shape on the lip, on the top side. And remember, I'm not going like this, how you draw the lip. I'm going only to cut the lip. As you can see, very, very small parts. I just cut the lip. Only the outline, like this outline on the top, you see? So if I cut this part, the lip become realistic. Will be more interesting looking when we start to draw the top side skin. Now we focus only on the shadows to build the lip. Now you see the reason why I'm not drawing the outline of the lips, because I'm cutting with eraser, make the lip looking more realistic. Now very light, I'm using cotton buds or soft makeup brush, whatever you like, you can use both, it is the same. With small circle emotions, we blend the graphite. Now of course we can start to add the rest of the shadows using the pencil. And if I'm talking about the pencil, we're working only with 8B grade. That's the lesson, how to work a portrait, my self-portrait, using only 8B grade. As you can see, we have the outlines, the details, designed lip. So now we need just to rebuild this, make more visible. I'm coming with blendings too. To use the same, I just blend the lines. And work the shadows. Make the lip as it is, same as reference photo. Hope you understand everything, guys. If you miss anything, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now I can work with the bottom side of the shadow and I can add more shadows from dark tone to light. which is the most important thing. Add as much graphite you need so you can have enough to push on the top side. Of course, we don't forget about the shadows. Where you have dark tone, just add more layers. The bottom lip will be more interesting because we're working with more shadows, and also we need to deal with highlights. It's not a problem, that's why I'm here to show you my way to work, and I will explain everything step by step. So look at that, some nice design, only the top side. Again, blending stump. As you can see, I'm starting with blending stump from the line which is dark tone, and I push the graphite on the top side where the lip is finished. Now it's time to add soft makeup brush, and with this brush I just smooth light the skin on the lip. As you can see, it's changing the value, the color and the tone. But the design and the lines are still there. The next lesson will be how to work the top side mouth skin, and because I'm already shaved, we have to deal with a few dots because the mustache is saved already. Look at that, how nice we combine the tones, the grades. And how easy we can push the graphite to work for entire part of the lip. Now you see, is no reason to add the outline of the lip. If you do this, you just ruin your drawing, which is no good. To make the lip more interesting, I'm coming with a Faber-Castell eraser pencil, which is my favorite supplier, to add the pores. Of course, the lip skin has pores as well, and highlights. I'm just dotting very light. In this way, I make the lip looking more interesting and realistic. I'm coming on the top side line, and as you can see, I just erase the extra graphite. Now with small circles, I just design the shape. If I have extra graphite, I just erase that. I'm doing the same on the right side. And for the last time on this part, I need to lighten the top side. We don't need to have looking like a lipstick, of course. I need to erase. I'm using a kneaded eraser for this time. This is my kneaded eraser, guys. I'm working with this to highlighting the skin. So I just modeling as I want. I build like a top side, like a pencil. And with dots, I just erase for highlighting. Not that much, because I see in the reference photo is quite darker. Kneaded eraser is very good special eraser. If you get too much graphite on the top side, you just turn like this and you build another part, which is clean one. We're starting to draw the bottom side, which will be more easy to draw. Don't forget the most important thing when you draw a mouth: never draw the outline of the lips. It will looking horrible. I'm starting from the corner of the mouth and I'm starting with the dark tone shadows. Of course, you will think about it, I need to do the outline of the mouth like this. No, I'm not doing that. I'm coming in the same way with small circular motions, but I need to resharp again the pencil. I don't know what's happened with my pencil. As you can see, it's not really enough sharp. So just a second, I will resharp my pencil. And because I'm working very detailed, I need to resharp again on a sandpaper so I can use as a needle. You know the way. I'm using this small part of nail polish, or you can use a small part of a sandpaper. Just rotate the top side of the pencil over, you will see become a needle. Like this. And now I can use same as I did black dots and pores. I'm coming with small circular motions, lines, to build the perfect shadows. Of course, we carry on the middle line darker. We need to keep the same, even darker than the beginning. Always the middle line of the mouth is darker. Now with small circular motions, I'm looking for the dark tone, build in layers. As you can see, I'm going by small circular motions so I can be close with the skin as much as I can. That's the point when I draw skin. I'm going with small circular motions. In this way, we don't need to blend that much. You will see till the end of the lesson how nice the mouth looking if you don't draw the outline of the mouth. If you remember, we have on YouTube channel how to draw realistic mouth, and you will see is no reason to draw the outline. I'm adding the dark tone now, in the same way by small circle motions, so I can finish with the shadows. As you can see, the position of the pencil is again bent. I have better control of the pencil like this. If you're looking for a darker tone, just repeat the layers till you achieve the black color on the paper. I carry on to add some shadows on the left side, on the half part of the mouth. Before to add the blend. On this part, because it's highlighted, we need to play with more lines. But we don't forget the middle line, which is darker. Keep always the middle line darker. I'm coming with blending stone, this time number 2. I need a little bit bigger than number 1. And with small circular motion, I mix the graphite. As you can see, the bottom lip become gradient. Same as I did with the top side, I'm coming from dark to light. With light touching of the blending stone, I'm coming now to see the size of the lip. I'm adding the rest of the shadows and lines to finish with the details. Now I'm checking the reference photo for the details, where the lines are, the shadows, and later the highlights. Remember, you can do these details if you have very good sharp pencil. I blend the lines with number 2 blending stone. With small circle motions, I need to add a little bit from the skin so we can see where the highlights for the lip is. Very nice and soft. Removing the pencil to build a little bit from the skin. I'm using soft makeup brush to smooth this. How to smooth? I'm coming to push the graphite inside of the skin, not on the lip. I will need highlighted part on the bottom, so the blend will be on the bottom side where the skin is. And the top side graphite with small circular motions, I'm pushing from dark to light, adding more value of the graphite. Actually, I built a new base so I can have a blanket like this to add highlights. We need something to do to have highlights. Make sure you respect the shape of the mouth. And always follow the reference photo for any details, as I do. As you can see, I keep the middle line. I'm very focused on the middle line, so I can keep the same shape. I will smooth the rest of them with cotton buds, with small circular motions. I'm playing with this part of the graphite. As you can see, blend with small cotton buds. I'm lighting also the graphite because I'm taking graphite on the cotton buds. I can do the same thing on the top side. But of course not that much because will be rest of the skin. Let's play with the highlights before to add more details. And this time I'm working with electric eraser because this is the only supplier that can make very white highlights. I will show you my way to work with electric eraser. Always I have this part of the nail polish to make the eraser and keep the eraser clean. And I'm adding the highlights, starting from the left, and I'm checking where the highlights are. Make sure you're going with very light touching. Don't press with eraser. As you can see, these lines and dots need to come outside of the lip because the bottom side of the lip is highlighted. I don't need very white. Now I'm coming with Tombow monozer eraser, or I can use Faber-Castell eraser pencil. I'm going with Tombow monozer eraser and I draw the rest of the highlights. As you can see, this one, because I'm not insist on the place, they are very light gray. So even the highlights I'm working from light to dark. As you can see, the highlights are going in gradient, which is very important, same as reference photo. Try to have very good sharp eraser to see how easy you can add the rest of the details. So look at that, so nice. They are going from light to dark, from white to light gray. Now I'm coming with blending stone and of course the same pencil. Why I'm using this? So I can add the shadows for the lip. I need to add some lines into the highlights. Now I need to make sure to don't cover the highlights. You can select proportions and work by proportion to don't miss any details. So just draw a few lines and blend them with blending stone. This time I'm going on number 1. As you can see, the lines are very small. If I'm working with higher numbers, I will touch the highlights. From now we need to use lines and dots as I draw the skin. If you see now, if we complete the dark tone, who's coming from the line in the middle of the mouth, it will add very nice shadows because we have the highlights already. If you need to blend the highlights, just make them light gray with blending stone. I forgot to mention this, even if you work with graphite pencil, even if you work with colored pencils, you can use jelly pen for highlighting if you like. I prefer eraser, so I can rework as many times I want. With small circular motions, we don't forget about bottom skin, bottom side of the skin, making the lip looking realistic with a bit highlighted part. It will be more easy when we add the graphite on the bottom. Now, if we carry on with the skin, we can push the graphite from dark tone to light, building also the rest of the skin. You can use blending stone, different soft makeup brushes, or toilet paper. If you want to keep the same design, make sure you work gently, step by step. Select a proportion to work with, and you will see how nice and easy you can transform your drawing. The bottom side of the skin on the beard, I will go by dotting because we need to imitate the reference photo for the short hair, face hair. But I told you we're working on the top side first, and after that we do the bottom side. If you think you go too dark with the pencil, it's not a problem. You can erase with kneaded eraser. You can highlighting everywhere. You will see you will lighter the tone. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Hope you enjoyed my live drawing lessons. I'm so glad to see your steps, upload on Passion for Art, my group. If I need to give hand or help you, I will be there for you. Let's see the reference photo and my drawing. Of course, it's not looking maybe the same because we need to add also more parts for the skin on the top side and on the bottom side. When I build the skin, you will see the highlighted part, which is this one. And also on the top side, I need to do highlighted part. By the way, the rest of the skin we build with the top side of the mustache part. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate your time. Good luck with your drawing and bye-bye. Un petit café, moi?